we grow big. Like we're actually growing like to be self-sustaining. So we are growing huge amounts of food. So for us, it's not, because I'm going to put away huge amounts of food. So I have, I think like 100 tomatoes altogether, and I will put away hundreds of quarts of sauce. And my goal probably for sauce will be like 300 to 400. Salsa, I'll probably do another 100, 150. Hey guys, I'm Mama Bear to Many. I am mom to 14 children. 12 of my children still live here at home. They are ages 2 to 22. And today I'm pretty excited because we are going to get one of our gardens, or hopefully, hoping to get one of our gardens finished today. So the garden that I'm looking to do from start to finish is going to be a 30 by 40 foot garden, and most of that is in semi-raised beds. I just have like some logs and stuff around on there to make the beds. So welcome back if you have been here before. I'm so glad to have you guys here, and let's go try and do this. It's the next day. Got some seeds. We are ready to go outside, but I can't hold my seeds, my camera, and my coffee, so I'll meet you back outside. So we have kale here, and then I planted yellow squash here. There was home saved seeds and they didn't look that great, so I'm not quite sure how those will turn out. And then at the end here we put nasturtiums in. So in this bed right here that I'm doing next, I am going to do, let's see, lima beans and lettuce. I'm hoping that the lima beans will shade out the lettuce a little bit so it doesn't prevent it from bolting. I don't know if it'll work. I want to try it though. You helping, Rejoice? Thank you. Did it not work? She's gonna come back in a minute. Leave the bucket there. She's gonna come back. She'll help you. Look, here she comes. You're such a big helper. Thank you.
Watch out.
Watch out, there was a rock in there. Those are acorn squash. Yep. The strawberries look good. Almost done with those. Beautiful. Going in the house earlier today with one of the little girls, and then I knew that we were going to have to put the all those strawberries, so beautiful. All right, all the beds all set. Coming over here, I think we're gonna need to put a couple. We have 2 lines here. I think we're gonna put 2 more. Actually, we have 3 lines, sorry. 1, 2, 3. I think we're gonna need to put a couple more for these raspberries here. We'll probably do that, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. It's not super important right at the moment, but we'll have that for these ones here. Anyway, I ended up sitting down for a couple minutes because I knew I had to come out during nap time, and that's usually the time that I would sit down for a little bit. So I took a couple minutes and sat down, and they finished this up here. But we had only got to this here where we planted. See, I didn't even cover them over. This is the zucchini and then the beets. So I'm going to cover these over, and then I'll plant these. This is going to be cucumbers and carrots, and my daughter is planting 2 rows of cabbage. It's hot in here. Usually try to avoid the high tunnel in the middle of the day for this reason, but it said to do it in the middle of the day, and it did work out well. I'll show you the white tubing and what we're doing on this watering system. As you can see above me, the wires here. So right here is where we're going to be putting the watering systems. our high tunnel is, if you've seen the systems before, you usually see them in the center. All those high tunnels are only 16 feet wide. Our high tunnel is actually 32 feet wide. So I did talk to Farmer's Friend, and I am, you're supposed to do 2 wide, and I can thank is it Season or Seasonal? I think it's Seasonal Homestead. She actually, her and her husband put this through, and I watched her videos on it. She gives like a very detailed instructions, and I also went through her link below that video. So if you want more information on that, I'll see if I can find her video and like link it below to my video, because that's where I got all the information for this. And I chatted with Farmer's Friend online, and they said yes, that I wanted to. So here we go. Just have this laid down the line. We will have excess. It's a 100-foot hose, so you can see there's like a little curl there. So we'll be taking, this is a 96-foot tunnel, so we'll be taking a few feet off there, but we don't want to take it off as of yet. The instructions on here are actually really good, which is surprising because lots of times instructions are not very good on things like this. So what we aka my children, are doing currently are measuring 3 feet, then using this little tool thing to make a hole, and then you're attaching. This is where the sprinkler heads are going to come off. We did this style because our high tunnel is actually really high. Some of them you would attach, the basic kit you would actually just attach right to the sprinkler, right to the pipe there. But where our high tunnel is so high, we needed to get these extra things. So the sprinkler heads, we'll have to flush out the system first, but the sprinkler heads will attach here on there.
I'm gonna get out and then I'll hold it back.
So they are gonna work on that, and we're gonna go out into the other garden. So I have all the like faucet things on. You can see them. Where's my finger? Here we go. You can see them there. I'm trying to put it up into that space there. It's gorgeous. It's so hot in here.
Oh, that's me. Yeah.
I am not one for heat. We lived in Florida, and oh my goodness, I really liked being in Florida for a lot of different reasons, but oh my goodness, it was so hot. So they're basically stuck on the zip ties to these purlins. So if you were doing a smaller high tunnel, it would be to the center right there. It looks really good. Trying to see that I can hear that they turned the water on. It actually cooled down a little bit in here. For a few minutes, it was so hot I had to sit outside. I felt sick to my stomach. You see all the, these are going to be the sprinkler heads, but they have to run the water through all of these to make sure they all work and they clean out before you actually put the sprinkler heads on. This right here is actually for the tomatoes, but you can see the other things going down. How's it coming? So we did the testers with these here, and we got from all the way down there all the way to about right here, and then these ones right here didn't have enough pressure to do them. So I'm going to call and ask what we should do. Our water pressure on our well is 35 psi, and that is correct for this application. So I just have to see. I'm gonna call them and see, what do I do? I'm gonna figure it out. I'm just gonna we finished this garden today. Super excited about that. I'm gonna take you, I'm eating. It's like a jam bar thing. I'm going to take you around this garden outside, and then I'm going to go in and water the high tunnel. But I think that I'm going to have to like finish this video next week because I don't know when we'll actually get that plumbing system set up. So this bed right here, we have some transplants. Those are leeks. Those are from the high tunnel. So this bed is the leeks. This right here I need to clean out. I did not do that section right there yet. Last year I had herbs in there. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. They did fill these boxes here, so I'm going to do that with the kids maybe tomorrow morning if it doesn't like thunder and lightning. We're supposed to get some, I don't know, it's supposed to be like hot and then thunderstorms or whatever. That's kind of how it was when we were in Florida. And yeah, I see it. Thank you. The raspberries are all hayed in. These strawberries now are all hayed in. Right here I have some cherry tomatoes. These are just like for fresh eating. The stuff in the high tunnel is stuff that I'll can, but the kids could come in here and eat these and know that it's okay for them to eat. This right here is some carrots. I have to ask my daughter, I don't know if she put 2 rows or 3 rows in there, or if we need to put something over this very far side because I don't see it wet anymore, so I just have to ask her what she did. And she is working right now. This is butternut squash along here. My sweet helper planted those. Can you get the can you pick up the seeds for me? We wrote these all down in a book. My daughter is a really good record keeper and she wrote all these down. You can do all of the seeds that are laying like all in these. You can pick them all up. So if you see like these right here. So these are 2 rows of cabbage. One is regular cabbage, the other is red cabbage are in there. We have this one is zucchini here, and then the Swiss chard over there. I think I told you the other ones earlier. Pickles. No, that was wrong. This is the pickle one. This has cucumbers, and then this has carrots. I literally just told my daughter like what was in each of these rows and then totally forgot. So cucumbers that we will do for fresh eating, and these will come later than the other ones, and then carrots in there. And then we have the zucchini and beets, I think, in here. And this was chard down the end. I can't remember. What was in this one? I don't know either. I wrote it down. I forget what's in that bed. I told you guys earlier in the thing what it was. It was the one, this is the kale. And then there's the broccoli. That has the kale. I don't know. Rewind a little bit. Earlier in this video, it's going to tell you what is in that bed. I'm excited. We got it all planted today. So that was our project for the day, and we got it all planted. Yay. So everything now in here is planted. She is planting okra just in that little patch right there. Everything in here is planted except for this row right here. We're holding off because we're trying to figure out what's going on with this system, and we don't need to have the ladder like in that area. So but everything else in here is planted. Pretty exciting. I actually feel good at the end of the day having that garden planted and this garden planted. That means we just have, I was gonna say, oh, we only have the garden bed garden and the fruit tree area and yeah, I feel like I have a bug like right on my glasses. Yeah, but it's okay because I feel like we got so far ahead. These are like the main areas for us. The other garden over the other side will be a lot of squash. My daughter has been working over there. There is stuff that's like, the potatoes are done over there. I'll show you that next week. You'll get to see all that we do over there in that garden. I think it's funny a little bit though, because we're planting all this and I'm like, oh yes, we got this done and then we got this done. And I realized that a lot of, and then I was like, oh, but we have like, to me it's like a little bit left, right? We have like, I think maybe like 15 beds to plant over the other side, and then we have another like 20 by 20 patch, another 10 by 10 patch, like small areas, to me small areas. And then I realized, you know, most of the homesteading channels, like that is their entire garden, which is nothing wrong with it, but for us, we grow big. Like we're actually growing like to be self-sustaining. So we are growing huge amounts of food. So for us, it's not, because I'm going to put away huge amounts of food. So I have, I think like 100 tomatoes altogether, and I will put away hundreds of quarts of sauce. And my goal probably for sauce will be like 300 to 400. Salsa, I'll probably do another 100, 150. And then we'll do some dehydrated. I don't do lots of different tomato products. Those are the ones that because I do it basic. So I'll make my basic puree, can either be spaghetti sauce or it could be pizza sauce or whatever. Like I do that after. I just do like a basic puree. And I add all the seasonings and spices like as I'm cooking it. Just makes it easier for me. But yeah, that's just how I grow. We grow tons of stuff. We're not talking about 5 plants. We're talking about 50 plants. We're, that type of stuff. So I'm going to water these areas, and next week you'll get to see, there'll be a lot of changes next week. I'll show you the potatoes. We got the 100 pounds of potatoes. They're all in now. 1 minute, please. They're all in now. And then, actually you can see some potatoes that my son planted early over there are coming up really good. And then we'll plant the rest of those beds in those other areas that I just told you about. And then maybe up front, I don't know if I'm going to do corn. Corn is not a very profitable type thing, but I was thinking I might just throw it in someplace, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so exciting. So I hope you all are having a blessed week and enjoying your gardening as much as we have this week. Just feeling satisfied that things are in the ground. How are you guys coming along? Do you feel like I feel I'm a little behind. Do you feel like you're behind? Do you feel like you're right on top of it? Are you planting more, planting less? Let me know down in the comments below, and I hope you have a blessed day.